Hiya pals, it's me John S Panda back with another video. Oh, we're just pumping them out this time, aren't we? 2 in 2 weeks. Oh, it's a treat for yous all. Today, we're doing a first on the John S Panda channel. It's a top 10. Wow, who would have thought I'd go this low? Anyway, let's get into the top 10 worst guns on Escape from Tarkov. Yes, we're doing Escape from Tarkov because it's the only game I enjoy right now. Number 10. I just want to make one thing clear before I start off this list. This gun is not the MP5. Oh, but you say it is. You say the MP5K is the MP5. It's just shorter. Nah, not in this game, bud. It's completely different. It might have a shorter barrel and no stock, but this game says it's completely different, so it's going to be completely different on this list too. Obviously, I know they're both the same thing, but I'm just doing what the game's telling me. The MP5K is designed for close quarter engagements, or CQE, and it's still used to this day. This gun was most famously used on the Iranian embassy siege in London in 1980, which is a pretty big deal for Hertz and Kurtz or whatever company made it, because that's a lot of eyes on your gun. But anyway, into the game. This gun is on this list because of its absolute shite recoil, accompanies in its full auto mode, and with no stock in the gun, you kinda can't do anything about it, and it doesn't even let you exchange the grips on it, so you're kinda fucked. You might as well just be firing from the hip. 5 out of 10. On to the 9th spot, we have the SMG 1901 Vityaz SN, which not only is the gun with the longest name on this list, but we'll just call it the 1901 for short. It's the standard SMG for law enforcement and military units all over Russia. There's a gun that shares that same title on this list, but you'll just have to wait and see what it is. I guess you could call this gun Russia's MP5 because it has the same qualities and customizability as the MP5 does. But it's obviously not the MP5 because it's on this list and the MP5 isn't. Not the MP5K. The MP5K is on this list, but the MP5 isn't. So it does have quite a bit of downfall. It simply doesn't have the power to match the MP5, but what it does lack in power does match for its rate of fire. There's an old saying where you can throw enough of something at something and it's eventually going to stick to that something. So in this case, just bring enough mags so you can kill that something, because you're going to need a lot of them. 4.7 out of 10. Number 8 is the Sega 12. The Sega 12, or the S12 for short, is a semi-auto shotgun that would make me very horny if it had a full auto counterpart. I really want to like this shotgun. I really do. It's just so versatile and so customizable. What do you want? Drum mag and silencer? Check. Long boy mag and muzzle brake? That's got you covered. There's a lot to do with this gun, but the reason why it's on this list is just because of how underwhelming it is. Like a lot of things on this list, it takes a long time to kill someone. With a shotgun, you want someone is dead within 1 to 2 blows. 3 max. But when it's taking 5 to 6 shots to kill someone, that's when it becomes a problem. I'm sorry Mr. S12, but it's a 4.5 out of 10 from me. Number 7. The Tarkov TT pistol. Now this is where the list starts to get a lot shittier very quickly. As the previously mentioned guns can be okay in the right circumstances with the right attachments whatsoever. You know, that sort of deal. But the guns from here on out are just straight garble. It does bring me pain to put such a legendary pistol on this list. But hey, it's not my fault, it's straight ass. The Tarkov TT has seen conflicts that go all the way back to the Second World War, and it's still used today in some parts of the world. But what makes this pistol especially shite right now is the lack of power and mag capacity to go along with it. Obviously being a pistol, I'm not going to critique it on its range, but when you don't have enough bullets to make up for that stopping power, that's when the gun becomes a bit of a problem. So 8 bullets is not enough to kill with this gun. There's been times where I've put 2 whole mags into someone and they still come running full force at me. If it wasn't for this gun history, it would be a lot higher on this list. So it's a 4 out of 10, but a salute for its service. Number 6. The PP91 Kedar. Used by almost all law enforcement in Russia, next to the 1901, which was that other gun that I said, and this is the gun that you had to try and guess. So if you got it right, make sure to tell me that you did. Now I'm putting 2 of these weapons side by side. I know you could have said, oh John, you could have done that with the MP5 and the MP5K. I say no, but the MP5K, you can only change the sight and the mag size. You can't do anything with the MP5K. You can do lots with the MP5, not with the MP5K. Anyway, we talked about the MP5K. We're doing the PP91 Kedar. The only difference between these two is that one has a built-in suppressor, which would obviously mean that one's a little bit better, but they're still equally shite. Both the guns have the exact same stats, just the one with the suppressor that has more range because of the barrel that is extended basically because of the suppressor. Unlike some games like Call of Duty and Siege, where suppressors somehow make the range shorter even though the barrel's being extended, which would mean the bullets will go further. That's just not my tea, I guess. The only way you're getting somewhere with these guns is if you're molesting the player's legs and then tapping them in the face when they're more crippled than your boy over here. That's what I mean by crippled. I wouldn't take any risks with these guns. It's a 4 out of 10. Oh, fuck's sake. Number 5 is the Vepr KM / VPO 209. Now this is the only proper assault rifle on this list, and I say that it's because it's based off the AKM, which is an outstanding weapon in the actual game, may I add. I do like the AKM, but it's not nearly as good as it. It pretty much looks identical. Like, this is the AKM, good boy AKM, and this is a Vepr KM, VPO 209. They look the exact same, right? Now, the only difference is that it's chambered in a very different round. The Nerf bullet lookalike .366 round. This means not only the gun has poor stopping power, but has absolutely abysmal range on top of that. You'll be hitting the worms before you're hitting your target. It's a 3.5 out of 10. Number 4. The VPO 215. It's the only sniper rifle on this list actually, and with good reason. The VPO sniper is designed for hunting. That's it. That is literally the full description of the gun given on Tarkov. Here, look, right there. Unlike other snipers in the game, this is the only one that has the worst shooting in the entire thing. The whole of Tarkov, this has the worst shooting. And that's because of that god-awful 366 round again. For a sniper rifle, you're expecting range. That's why you go for a sniper. But with this bullet, I've had to put 3, sometimes even 4 rounds into someone before they're dropping to the ground because of that god-awful 366 round again. You're not going to get range off that gun at all. Because after about 20 meters or so, the bullets are going to drop faster to the ground than Tunguska did. That's a 3.2 out of 10 for me. Yikes. Now we're getting into the top 3 now, with a number 3 spot going to the Sega 9. This carbine was developed as a variant of the previously mentioned SMG 1901, but now has one less feature, the full auto kind. This means it's a strictly single fire only weapon. Now with single fire weapons would come all the dropbacks from it being semi-automatic, but this gun is especially shite. You'll dump a full mag into a target and he'll end up chucking them back at you and dealing more damage, and you don't have that full auto to balance out that bad aspect, so you're just sitting there plink, 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 plinking at your target. So it's best to shoot the legs and just watch your target bleed to death because you're not going to hit anywhere else. Coming in with number 2, we have the PM pistol. Pistole Makarova, I hope I've said that right, for short, or the well-known name Makarov. Now there's a reason why this isn't on the top spot, and that's the fact that you can turn this tiny little pistol boy into a big pistol boy by using an 84 round drum mag, which is an extremely weird thing to put on a pistol this size because it's literally bigger than the gun. It can turn your I've only got a pistol left gunfight into an alright, I've got 84 shots, there's no way I can miss every single one of them sort of gunfight. You'll be shooting at your target for hours though if he has armour on, so these bullets are best for legs only. There's no way you're penetrating anything with these bullets coming at your pistol, so that's why this gun has the number 2 spot and a measly 2 out of 10. Here we go, number 1, about to finish this fucking video. Number 1, the Toes. Now everyone knew that this gun was going to be the top spot, even my gran knew, she doesn't even care what this game is, and she already knew that the Toes was at the top of this list. If you skipped forward just to see what the top spot was, well then fucking rewind the video, you spaz. You've missed everything, go back. The Toes is a very compact shotgun, and it's literally only 4 cells long, and when it's folded up it's literally only 3. It can just fit in everywhere, which is why it has the nickname Death of the Chairman, because it can just I'd guess that analogy is that you can literally fit it in your pocket and then take it to your work, and then you have a meeting with your chairman and then you just shoot him in the face with a shotgun. How Russian. I don't need to explain why the Taz is so bad. If you've used this gun in game, you know how bad it is. I'm going to explain anyway. It's a bolt action shotgun. That's all I really have to say. This isn't Call of Duty. The last thing you want to be doing in the middle of a gunfight is bolting back after every shot. Nano way of thinking already. But John, how's this different than having a pump action shotgun? They both go and then you shoot. No, and I'll say why. Wait, I can't be arsed explaining why. Because the video's been going on long enough. You can just trust me on this one, okay? It's almost the end. Just believe me. Taz is bad and MP113 is good. 133, sorry. 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. So what did you think of my list? Just remember to keep in mind that this is my opinion, and it is probably not the same as yours. So here's what I want you to do. Instead of disliking this video like an absolute psychopath, comment down below what your list is, and I'll reply with what I think. If you think I've missed anything out, or if you have a completely different list than mine, tell me, and I'll be sure to read it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you did like it, this sort of kind of video, then be sure to tell me that you want more and what game I should do it on. Or if you want the top 10 best guns in Tarkov, I could do that too. Which I probably will do, because there's no worst list unless you have a best list, because I'm not that negative. Anyway, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!